Uh-oh. Looks like I triggered someone's feelings. So that video I made talking about getting my concealed carry weapons permit. I generally understand and agree with your conclusions. Here, you are way off. Ripping into men is not only uncalled for, but trumpets false narratives. This video is a harmful and alright, he meant to say, this video is harmful and unnecessary. You are wrong in blaming men in this blanket fashion. Sorry. And when I say sorry, I meant sorry I was, trying to get through that without laughing. Not really. Alright, you really want to know why I was laughing? Because first of all, in that video, I made sure to use those magic words, which are not all men. I did say it. That's the thing, right? You got to make sure you specify not all men, right? Which I did. So, and here's the funnier part. Okay, so there's a lot of guys that follow me on all different platforms, and they get it when I'm talking about men because they know I'm not talking about them. They're secure within themselves and know that they aren't part of any problem I might be referring to because they know themselves. So the fact that this guy got triggered tells me that maybe he's one of those guys who's part of the problem. But not all men. Okay. See, here's the thing. I'm not a man hater. I am very sympathetic to the plight of, men's emotional struggles. Absolutely. Because before we never talked about it. Before men were not, supposed to talk about their feelings. Before men were not supposed to have feelings, which I think was, a dangerous area to be in because everyone has feelings. That's what makes us human. And then we have to touch base on, well, who's the worst person, Women are less likely to be violent towards men, blah, blah, blah. We go to all the statistics, blah, blah, blah. But then we have to remember that most women are more likely to report violence against men than men are to report it, women against them, because not a lot of guys want to be like, yeah, she really kicked my ass. Because a woman can pick up any object and, do damage to a man. A woman can pick up any weapon and do damage to a man. So let's not pretend that women aren't just as evil sometimes as men are. Let's not even go there. I'm not even going to do that argument. As someone who probably watches way too much true crime, way too many docuseries, women, they have their role. They have their evil roles, of course. And we can throw statistics back and forth at each other all day. What's one that I'm watching right now? Women on Death Row. And the amount of women on this program, if they're being honest with us, let's say that, they want their ratings, right? So they're saying, there's this many on death row and there's been this many people on death row and the amount of women is 50. Are they right? Are they yanking our chain? Are they lying? Who knows anymore these days? So, having said that, it just, in the video, I'm talking about women protecting themselves. Now, here's the thing, guys. A lot of women's experiences with men aren't good. A lot of guys will be like, well, we're done helping women. We don't want to hold their doors open for them anymore because they don't appreciate us anyways. I get that. So, just like men saying, we're done even trying with women because all you're going to do is manipulate us and then call, grape, and ruin our lives. I get that too. It happens. As a woman, I make sure that when a guy holds the door open for me, I make sure to say thank you loud enough that he knows that I appreciate his respect. I appreciate him having that characteristic in him. There's going to be a lot of women that say, well, I don't want him to think that I like him because if I say thank you, then he thinks that I want to go out on a date with him. We could go back and forth with this shit. so much. And I don't think there's anything wrong with women saying, hey, ladies, it's a good idea to arm yourselves. I don't think there's anything wrong with that. I think that women should arm themselves. Because let's face it, and here's where we go with the whole, oh crap, men are biologically, physically stronger than women. Oh, I know I'm not supposed to say it. Oh, cast me down. Cast me down, throw your pitchforks at me. But biologically, scientifically speaking, yeah. I'm not saying all women. There's a lot of guys I've worked with in the tire industry where I dismounted my tires faster than them. There were two guys, and I have it on my phone somewhere, where neither one of them could dismount these big tires, and I go, and you see it on the video surveillance, I help this guy, I help that guy, whatever. We all have our strengths. No one's saying that women are weak. We're just saying that biologically speaking, statistically speaking, so yeah, why wouldn't women want to arm themselves? Why wouldn't women want to have a means to protect themselves? When men are more likely on the street, if you will, to attack someone than a woman is to, on the street, attack a random guy. There, I said it. Oh no. Oh, it's exhausting having to... I mean, I know I don't have to, but when a guy... When I've already used the magic words and have said, not all men, and they still get triggered and say, you're putting out false narrative. You're telling other women that men are... all men are mean assholes. Honey, maybe you need to take a look at yourself when you type that. Saying, I must stand up for all men. She's coming after us. I'm not a man-hater. I work with all men. I'm the only woman at my job. Been that way for decades. Occasionally, a woman will come in, but they don't last long. They just don't want to do it. Fine. But really, I think I have a lot of room to speak about men because I'm around them every day. And my experience with a lot of men isn't usually bad. Now, maybe it's just because they see me as, their coworker. They don't see me as, a delicate flower that they need to protect. No, I am not that girl. I hold my own. I, do my job. Very rarely do I need the strength of a guy to help me out. Occasionally, sure, but we all have those days. They have the time where they need a coworker to come help them with something. No one's a fucking superhero in this. Ugh. So ladies, if you want me to do more content about, arming yourself, protecting yourself, carrying yourself in a certain way, making yourself not be an easy target, sure, we can talk about it. But guys, don't get triggered when I talk to women about being safe. Don't be triggered thinking that all men, that I'm saying, you need to watch out, all men are coming in. No, I never said that. Stop it. Go, drink some soy milk or something.